Listen to Dellheads, baby.
So you know how I'm a chauffeur.
Yeah.
So one of the families offered me some extra money to babysit,
Oh, nice.
like they're like kids or whatever for a little bit.
Like
So,
babysit and tutor or just watch them?
just like watch them for like a couple hours, and
Babysit.
yeah, I know. Right? And so there's this one kid, and he can't talk. Like he literally I can't talk. Like you can't I literally cannot understand a word he says.
What age is this kid?
He's probably 8 or 9.
Shit. Yeah, that sucks.
And so,
It's like that speech impediment thing I was talking about.
but way worse. Like you can't understand him, and so like, and it's weird. His mouth is normal, but like for whatever reason, his tongue like produces a lot of saliva, so his mouth is just full of water all the time. He can't talk.
Nice.
I feel bad for him.
Constantly
And this
drowning.
kid, dude, remember how I told you like some of the family's kids like love Pokemon and stuff? This kid is obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, like,
Oh, shit.
dude, like I don't think I've ever experienced a kid who's so obsessed with something in my life. I mean, like,
Yu-Gi-Oh is still going, though? Like, new?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
People still-
kind of excites me.
yeah, so competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is funny because the games are like literally 2 turns competitively. So like if you don't win the game by turn 3, the game, like, you're not good at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, they need to reevaluate the game. And
So the decks, no, it's broken. It's completely broken.
you can
because-
make a deck, you can beat someone in 2
yeah.
turns.
So, but that's like the issue with like even like Pokemon and all this stuff. Magic doesn't have this problem, but like basically, in order to keep people interested, what they do is they upgrade the powers of everything because it's a shonen, it's a traditional Japanese like manga trope. But then what happens is no one will be interested if you nerf it all. So you have to continue to make everything super crazy and powerful, and then you break the game like Yu-Gi-Oh and you win in 2 turns. Anyways, so this kid, he's like, maybe play Yu-Gi-Oh with me. It didn't sound like, it literally sounded like,
You're like,
I'm like,
you can
I don't
translate
know.
that? Damn.
So anyways, you got to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I remember how to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I remember how to play. I remember defense.
So
all that shit.
I know the rules.
Were you kind of excited when he asked
No.
you? No? Oh,
No, because I know I was a teacher I know how
You're
this
like, I'm going
goes.
to fuck this kid up.
I know how this goes. No, this is what I thought. This kid is going to not know how to play because he can't speak. So he's not going to know how to play. He's going to think that he's winning. And then I'm going to have to go, oh, man, you're really good. And then he's going to have to bite my ear off, you know, with his weird language problem for the next 10 minutes or for the next several hours. So anyways, this is exactly what proceeded to happen. So the kid would put his cards down and then he would just go, he would like try to explain what was happening, but then I can't understand him. But then he's also doing things that I know you just can't do in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, that's just not how the game works.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, he's probably doing the things that they did in the anime. Because in the anime, they do a ton of things you can't do in the actual card game. So
Does he
like,
have the thing on his arm?
no, he might as well. Like, he's
would've
that
been
into
sweet,
it. He's
dude.
that into it. It's all he talks about. So he is then explain like he's like, and then like he's like, and then Wing Karibo is able to do this, and this, and this, and because of this, then I get this, and he's just making up a rule. It's just not how you're playing. So I'm like, this is like fucking annoying because this kid thinks he's good at a game he's not good at. His parents enable, like, it's obvious. His parents enable some sort of a type of behavior because he has a speech impediment.
Fuck, man.
So I'm like irritated. It's like you're, like, it would be different if it was like we're actually playing the rules and like okay, but it's kind of like, oh, so you're just gonna think that I'm gonna let you beat me. And so not only that, so we play the first game and you know, he's not doing the rules, so I'm not gonna do the rules. So I'm just like, I sacrifice all of these, and then I play Demon Monster, and Demon Monster has 8,000 points. I attack you, and then, you know, so he does this thing. He does this thing where no, listen. He does this thing where he gets down to like 1,000 life points. You start with 8,000.
Yeah.
He gets down to 1,000 life points, and it looks like he's gonna lose. But then all of a sudden, he's able to destroy all of my spell and trap cards. He's able to mind control all of my monsters and then attack me with all of them. And then he wins, right? So that's what he does the first game. So the second game,
He just speaks this into existence, though. He's not
Yeah.
saying, like, this card doesn't, and clearly...
well, some of them do. So like,
Fuck, dude, he's all over the map.
This is what happens. Yeah, some of the cards do what they say. That's why this was annoying. some of the cards would do what he said they did, and then others just wouldn't. He would just make up rules. So I'm like, okay, so like you're kind of picking and choosing whatever. So the next game, I shuffle my deck. We play the game. Oh, also we're playing his version of Yu-Gi-Oh, which is called speed dueling. He has a timer tied around his chest.
What the fuck?
He has a timer
The easy
tied around
timer?
his chest, and I have a minute to get my turn done, but then he stops the timer when it's his turn, and he can go as long as he wants.
It's like opposite.
And
chess.
also he can draw as many cards as he wants until there's 6 cards in his hand.
Whoa, dude, this kid.
So he invented. No, this is the game he invented. So
kid might be a
just hang on.
politician, dude.
So I'm just like really irritated because it's
Yeah,
like,
dude, this is annoying.
it's just like annoying. It's like I'm sure I probably sound like a fucking asshole, but
No,
it's
because
like
some kids are cool. This kid is
No,
not
this
cool.
kid's not cool.
He's being an asshole.
and the thing is like the thing is like this kid. People think that he's a sweet kid because he has a speech impediment.
That's not fair.
So, and the kid's annoying. He's annoying as fuck. He's fucking annoying. He lingers. He's annoying. He's super annoying. Takes him 30 minutes to get out of the car.
Oh fuck.
He drops his Yu-Gi-Oh cards every day that I go to drop them off.
Like they don't. No one tells him to do something. They just let it. Wait.
Let him do whatever
whenever
he
you
wants.
want. Whenever
Yes,
you want.
literally.
Kid.
And so, anyways, so then we play again.
Fuck.
We play again. The exact same thing happens with all the same exact cards.
This goes down to 1,000. Mind
No.
controls your shit.
Yeah, so I go, oh, how did you get those same cards? How'd you get all the same exact cards? Because you must not have shuffled your deck.
Like that's weird.
No, and he goes, no, I did shuffle my deck. It must be the heart of the cards, which I believe in the heart of the cards like Yugi.
Oh my god, dude.
And so I go, oh, really? And he goes, yeah. And I go, oh, okay, let's play again.
Vic, where's your father? I need to punch
so,
someone, dude.
So I get him distracted and I take his cards and put them in my deck. I take his mind control card and I take his Monster Reborn. I take them while he's distracted.
Hell yeah, dude.
So then we go to play.
Fuck this kid's world up.
Yeah, I fucking destroyed him the next time we played. So I mind controlled his little bitch ass monster.
Part of the cards.
Yeah, heart of the cards, right?
Fuck.
Heart of the cards. I used his exact tactic against him, and he goes, how did you able to do that? These are my cards in my deck. And I go, heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards,
I go, I
baby.
believe in the heart of the cards. And then he took it like a champ, though. He was like, that's how the heart of the cards works.
Damn. Okay, at least he follows.
No,
some
he did
fucking
follow his
retarded
own
rules.
thing. But he was like, that's how the heart of the cards works.
Next time you go there, you gotta like draw your own Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Be like, oh, check this shit out.
Basically, like he would have been okay with that. So it was kind of funny though when he was like, the how did the cards that will happen with the how did the cards, like stuff like that does happen with how
You
did the
son of
cards.
a bitch! You just redeemed
No,
yourself.
yeah, I was like, he's a good kid. He's just I just really like, and this is even from when I taught, I really do have a problem with people who allow kids to not have a realistic view of like how competition works. Like it really bothers me, and it probably shouldn't, but like
No, it should.
'Cause-
Because if you're gonna have a kid one day, don't do that.
Yeah,
So it
like-
should,
like I used to run like this like chess club at this middle school that I was like working at.
Nerd.
Yeah, like because you basically, it was this thing where you could get extra pay if you like worked in the morning, because like a lot of kids would get dropped off super early in the morning.
Okay.
And so you would get like an extra like $100 a day or something if you worked an extra like 2 hours in the morning with this chess club. And so these kids would play chess, and like some of the kids didn't know how to play chess.
That's me.
Or what they would do is they knew how to play chess, but they would make a bad move,
Yeah, that's me.
and I would be playing against them because I would be teaching some of them, and they would think like, oh, I made a bad move. No, I don't want to do that actually, because you're gonna get him. No, and it's like, no, you leave your you leave it there. No,
You let go of the piece, it's there.
no,
Buddy.
you moved it. So now I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, and that's beat you, because that's how this works. So like, no, you can't redo it. No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, I mean the rules are there for a reason. You can't
Yeah.
just break the rules.
No, exactly. No, seriously, like, and that might sound harsh, but it's
Actually, that kind of makes sense. Like if a lot of like the dumb youth, whatever way you want to put it, like it seems like they just have their own rules to life because their fucking parents allowed them.
exactly. No, and while I taught, this was an issue. Was kids like, you'd be like, oh, homework's due Friday, and then they would turn it in the next Monday and be like, well, I just didn't want to turn it in Friday, and it's like, well, then you get a 0. And they're like, why?
I turned it in.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, it's due Friday. Yeah, but I didn't want to do it Friday.
Like, well, my mom wants to talk to you.
So,
now,
exactly. No. And so, but like, that's one thing that like I tried to instill well, and like, yes, I was a fucking alcoholic while I taught, whatever, but like there was great lengths of time that like I was actually good at being a teacher. Like there's a reason I was high. Like there's a reason I worked as a teacher. Like a lot of the stories of me being super hammered and shit, like I'm inflating them a little bit. Like,
No, you work with kids really well.
yeah,
Even
like,
every time we're at like a family function.
No,
like,
yeah, I genuinely am very good with kids. So, but like a lot of the reason like kids do like me is because, at least like in these leadership roles of like being a teacher or a coach or whatever, is because I do set these really rigid, hard boundaries, but I'm also friendly. So like
that's what kids need, dude.
Yeah,
so
so
like
like-
dogs.
All day, nigga.